Let's return to those live pictures coming into us from Gaza following reports of an Israeli airstrike on a hospital in central Gaza. These are pictures, we understand, of another hospital in Gaza where patients from that strike on another hospital are being brought to. The health ministry in Gaza is reporting that there have been 500 casualties in that Israeli airstrike. We don't have those figures verified, but they are reporting that 300 people have been killed. I just want to show you those still images as well that we've had in. And this is pictures that we've had which have been verified of this hospital, the Al Ali hospital in the centre of the Gaza Strip following that airstrike. Well, let's talk to our correspondent, John Donnison, who is following all the developments in Gaza. John, welcome to you. Little information coming into us. Just bring us up to date on what we do know about these reports of a strike on this hospital.
Well, look, certainly at this stage it looks to be one of the most deadly attacks of this conflict so far. It's very difficult to get an accurate picture of the numbers at this stage. This is the hospital run by the Baptist Church. It's right in the centre of Gaza City, close to the main square. We've seen the first images coming in showing buildings on fire, and as you say, in terms of numbers, we've got the Civil Defence Authority in Gaza talking about 300 people being killed and the Health Ministry saying 500. But I should say at this stage it's difficult really for anyone to know, but we're getting images of the injured being rushed to hospital in Gaza, other hospitals. I mean, you have to remember that at this time there will have been hundreds, if not thousands, of people displaced from their homes, sheltering in this hospital, thinking it was a safe place. We have contacted the Israeli Defence Force for comment, but we've not heard back yet.
And just give us a sense of the geography. You said it's in central Gaza and you described it as being run by the Baptist Church. So this would have been very well known, a location as a hospital.
Yeah, absolutely. Certainly everyone in Gaza would have known where it was. It's actually not that far from the BBC office in Gaza. I've walked past it many times when I was working there. And it's, you know, there's not a large Christian population in Gaza, but this was run by the Baptist Church. So every hospital in Gaza at the moment is not just a place where they're treating thousands of casualties, it's also a place where people are seeking shelter. We've seen the pictures from Shifa Hospital, also in Gaza City, where you've got thousands of people camped out in the hospital and in the hospital grounds, and we think it will have been the same there.
Yeah, and just looking for any kind of reaction from Israel, and as you mentioned, no response as yet. Do you think we can expect one fairly soon?
Well, they're going to be being asked what happened. Was this a mistake? Were they targeting someone or something specific in that hospital or below that hospital? They're going to be being asked because, of course, we've got Joe Biden arriving tomorrow, and the Americans have been urging Israel to limit the number of civilian casualties. And if Joe Biden arrives here tomorrow morning and we're getting confirmation that we've got people having been killed in their hundreds in a hospital in an apparent Israeli airstrike, then that presumably is not going to go down very well.
Yeah, and give us a sense of, I mean, how many people may possibly have been there. I know it's impossible for you to say exactly, but given that so many people have been displaced and they have been moving to places of what they think is safety, like hospitals, like schools.
Yeah, I mean, look, we know that about 600,000 people have moved south after that warning from Israel to evacuate their homes last week. But there are lots of people who can't move or didn't want to move. You know, the injured, the vulnerable, people in hospital, they can't move. So a lot of people have been just heading to anywhere they think is relatively safe, though that could be schools, it could be UN facilities, it could be hospitals. We know that we've also heard this evening that a UN school has been hit in the centre of Gaza City. 6 people killed there, including some UN staff, and the United Nations body there in Gaza calling that strike outrageous. We've got people just packed into anywhere they think might be safe. Apparently in the south of Gaza near Rafah, you've got 8,000 people packed into a warehouse with very, very limited facilities. So people are going anywhere that they think was safe, but a hospital, not even a hospital, is a safe place.
Yeah, John, Hamas have released a statement calling the attack on the hospital in the Gaza Strip a war crime. It said the hospital was housing hundreds of sick and wounded and people forcibly displaced from their homes as a result of other strikes. The statement says hundreds of victims are still under the rubble. Obviously, we just have their words at the moment. We are waiting for any kind of response from Israel, who have just said that they will look into it.